Welcome, everyone. I'm Mike.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Ruben. And we're the hosts of the 4 True Crime Idiots podcast. So, guys, how's it going?
It's going good.
Doing all right.
Yeah, it's going good.
Sorry for interrupting you again, Ben.
As always.
We're ready for the case today?
Yeah.
What case are we covering today?
We're covering the Sunset Strip Killers.
Also known as the Sunset Strip Slayer to some. That sounds like a cool name, though.
I know, right? The layer one?
The Slayer one, yeah.
Slayer, right? Why should we should use that one?
I don't know, we should be...
Strip.
Sounds like we're glorifying their...
Sunset Strip.
Right.
their business.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sunset Strip Killers.
Okay. It seems like an interesting case.
Yeah.
No, it really
Pretty
does.
brutal.
Yeah, man, they were sick.
Were they sicker than that Paul Bernardo dude and that whatever her name is that killed her sister?
Yes.
They're worse than them?
Dude, the guy was pretty sick.
I think so.
Yeah, man, there's some stuff I heard and read. Ugh.
Oh, really?
Even it was gross.
They're vicious animals.
They're worse than Paul Bernardo and... What is that girl's name? Carol? Carol what? No, one that helped that guy, Paul. The one that helped him kill her sister.
My mind is blank.
Is it Carol?
I have no idea.
The other couple.
That's an interesting case, though.
That Paul Bernardo.
I don't know what that is, so
Paul, you know who I'm talking about, right? What, Mike knows who I'm talking about. But how do you not know what we're talking about?
You keep on talking like I do.
Because it's a true crime.
Well, I know. Where was this?
This would happen back in the 80s, but it was more like where in Canada?
I really know it's Canada.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Wait, is he the one that was killing the gays?
No, he was killing young girls and his girlfriend was helping him. But their first victim was her sister.
The Barbie.
Yes.
The Barbie doll killers.
Yes, there you go.
That's all I had to say.
See, I don't know their nicknames like that. I just know.
And you make fun of me. At least I know their nicknames.
I know. At least I know their real names. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm pretty sure they've said his name in an article.
They had a show on Discovery Plus.
Yeah. A show like a movie. I saw a movie based on it.
It was a show, like a documentary.
Oh, I saw the movie. No, you know who played him in the movie? Cass from Supernatural.
We were watching it, and this guy stopped watching it.
Supernatural?
No, the other one. The Barbie doll killers.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Or the series. Hey, Bubba, you want to go ahead and take it away to the Idiot Criminal Club segment?
Sure. Why not? Welcome to this segment of the 4 True Crime Idiots podcast. We call it the Idiot Criminal Club. Here is today's Idiot Criminal Club inductee. Take it away, Mike.
All right. Shocked woman wakes up to find napping burglar in her guest bedroom by Ben Cost. An Ohio woman reportedly woke up to discover a burglar napping in her guest bedroom after he had broken in overnight, taken a swim in her outdoor pool, and even eaten the family's leftover chicken. He just helped himself to everything in our house, Stacey Stedman told the Associated Press of the bizarre break-in, which occurred at her family home in Canton on Monday morning. Stedman, who lives with her husband, son, and brother-in-law, said she saw that a light was on in the spare room, where she then found the not-so-smooth criminal snoozing. The quick-thinking gal, whose husband Raymond Pearson had already left for work before the invasion, woke up her brother-in-law, Bryant Pearson, who chased the intruder out of the home. Unfortunately, that was only the tip of the iceberg. The distraught woman subsequently discovered that the door to the backyard was open and that the man's sopping wet trousers were laying by the pool, indicating that he'd taken a swim. The AP reported she added that the hungry criminal had also apparently finished off the leftovers of the previous night's chicken dinner, and even lit a candle in the bathroom, as if their home was an Airbnb. Before leaving, the creepy nabber even swiped a pair of her son's underwear. It remains unclear how the man entered the home, although Stedman's husband had spotted the guy walking in the street shirtless before he left work at 4 a.m. He reportedly waited until the wackadoo passed by before driving off. When I left here, my family was sound asleep. My family was safe, he said. Thankfully, the sleepy chicken snatcher was arrested by police, who suspected that he was intoxicated and brought him to the hospital for an examination. The man has since been slapped with a burglary charge and issued a court summons. Nonetheless, Stedman remains rattled by the fact that a prowler was able to infiltrate the home that he'd been living in for more than a decade. This isn't the first time a criminal has treated someone's house like a Holiday Inn. In 2015, police in Sarasota, Florida reported arresting a man who had broken into a home and then fallen asleep on the sofa.
Yeah.
He just broke into the house to sleep?
Yes.
And for chicken?
Chicken?
Chicken
Right,
must have
that he
been
was
good.
at his house.
He was probably drunk.
I know. And on something too.
Probably crazy.
Oh, that too. That was crazy. What would you all do if that happened to you all?
I don't know.
Me neither.
We're in Texas. He might have gotten shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where was this?
Oh.
Wherever
Let me
Canton
see.
is.
Canton, Florida.
Canton,
Or Ohio.
Canton, Ohio?
Yeah, Canton, man. Football Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Serial Killer Hall of Fame here.
Don't fall asleep in other people's houses.
Oh, yeah.
When Robert, what was he doing?
He went in there, he took a swim in the pool and made his way inside, and he made himself,
He made himself at home.
yeah, he just made himself at home. And I guess after the swim, he went to go steal a pair of her son's
I wonder if he
underwear.
was like homeless.
I don't know, but that's kind of creepy though. Like you were
That's
that
pretty creepy.
sound asleep that
Yeah.
you didn't even hear anyone come in,
That's like, this
that was just unless the underwears were in a laundry basket.
This wasn't really a funny one.
It was kind of like a weird one.
I'm sorry, guys. I failed you on this one.
It's okay. Just a stupid burglar.
Yeah, but all he stole was the chicken.
Yeah.
And underwear.
I don't know. That's right. The son's underwear.
Yeah. I wonder if he went to the room though
Well,
to get the
maybe,
underwear.
well, yeah, probably.
But that's even creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like all asleep.
So now we're going to cover the Sunset Strip Killers.
Yeah, today we'll be talking about the Sunset Strip Killers. Doug Clark and
Yep.
Carol Ann Bundy.
Yeah. Let's talk
In
about
relation to
kids.
Yes.
Let's get to know these two killers.
the Sunset Strip Killers were arrested in August of 1980 and identified as Doug Clark and Carol Ann Bundy.
Let's talk about Doug Clark first.
Doug Clark was the son of Franklin Clark, a naval intelligence officer. His family moved frequently during Clark's childhood due to his father's job, and he later claimed to have lived in 37 countries. In 1958, his father left the Navy for a civilian position as an engineer with the Transport Company of Texas, but the family still moved around. They lived in the Marshall Islands for a time, moved back to San Francisco, California, and then moved again to India.
He just traveled.
Yeah.
Some military life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Clark was sent to an exclusive international school in Geneva and later attended Culver Military Academy while his father continued to move around the world. When he graduated in 1967, Clark enlisted in the U.S. Air Force station in Colorado and Ohio. Clark was eventually discharged from the Air Force and he drifted around for the next decade, often working as a mechanic. He moved to Los Angeles and was employed as a steam plant operator for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, and working at the Valley Generating Station before abruptly quitting.
I wonder if he was smart.
I don't know.
Like the, what's the other case we covered? The Icebox murder guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
I forgot his
Oh,
name.
I forgot his name too.
The son.
Well, Google.
Oh, smart like as in hiding his victim smart?
Like what?
Like hiding his victim smart?
No, like smart. Like,
Oh, like he had like an IQ and
Yeah.
shit? Like he was real
yeah.
nerd?
Yeah.
Well, not nerd, but...
What do you have to call?
Yeah,
What do you
I
think
think
it's
it's
nerds,
'cause
man?
I was a nerd too.
You were not a
I
nerd.
was in elementary.
You were not a nerd.
In elementary I was.
You were
Charles Frederick Rogers.
Charles Rogers. There you go.
That damn guy.
I wonder if he was smart like Charles Rogers.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Just that he was just,
Yeah.
what's called a military son.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he graduated, so he must have been.
They try to put him in like fancy schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the way it seemed like they put him in the best ones that they were there.
He was a psycho. Clark became a boiler operator at the Jurgen Soap Factory in Burbank, but was fired due to a high rate of absence and violent threats he had made against his coworkers.
Oh.
So he was already angry about something.
Yeah.
He had anger management problems.
Yeah, angry at life.
They're probably just spoiled.
Could be.
Probably.
So why?
Because right here it says that he got fired because his high rate of absence and his violent threats he had made against his
So he wanted to work whenever he wanted.
Yeah, like I guess he wanted to be his own boss. Guess maybe he was like that type who thought he was supporting enough that they're not gonna fire me. They know what they have type of people to bite some in the ass.
And then when they got in trouble, he would throw a tantrum.
Probably.
Or throw a fit.
I bet he had problems with all of his coworkers.
Probably. Now on to Carol M. Bundy.
Bundy had a troubled childhood as both her parents were abusive alcoholics. Bundy's mother died when she was young and her father sexually abused her starting at the age of 11. After Bundy's father remarried, he put her in various foster homes.
She seems like she had a
She
pretty
had a
bad.
pretty rough childhood.
Yeah. Compared to him.
Yeah.
When Bundy was 17 years old, she married a 56-year-old man.
Ugh. What the hell?
By the time Bundy met Doug Clark at the age of 37, she had just escaped a third marriage to an abusive man, by whom she had 2 young sons. She had begun an affair with her apartment block manager, part-time country singer Jack Murray, and had attempted to bribe Murray's wife into leaving him. Yeah, right.
Hey, let me get some money. Can you leave him, please?
I know, I'll steal it, right? Can you please leave your husband?
Here's $100.
What the fuck is this gonna do?
After Murray's wife compelled him to evict Bundy from the block, Bundy continued to show up regularly to venues where he was singing.
He evicted her?
Yeah,
And she still kept on
Yeah, she was so.
following him?
Yes.
she was stalking him.
Yep.
It was at one of these venues, a bar called Little Nashville, where she first met Doug Clark in 1980. Clark soon moved in with Bundy, and they found out that they shared dark sexual fantasies.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Nope.
She was better off following that other guy.
Well, yeah.
The 56-year-old.
The 56-year-old
No,
Jim
the-
Murray.
That guy's
the
the
country
Murray.
singer.
Yeah, the
Jack
country
Murray.
singer. Yeah.
Did he become famous or no?
I don't think so.
Well,
Yes.
Oh, he did?
Well, yes. Very famous.
Yes.
Jack Murray, for real?
He came famous.
You'll see.
You'll see.
Oh, it show. Oh, what did he do, gross? What did he do? Did he do anything gross?
Stop asking. You'll find out.
All right.
You'll find out why he became famous.
Ew, Jack Murray.
Well, not
what'd
too
you
famous.
do?
What's next?
We'll start getting into the murders. Clark started bringing sex workers back to the couple's apartment to have threesomes. Then, when Clark took an interest in an 11-year-old neighbor, Bundy helped lure the girl into posing for pornographic
Oh,
photographs.
sick fucks.
They get arrested for that.
I haven't heard anything about that. I guess they didn't get caught.
Well, not if he got arrested in 19 when? But I bet it was on his charges.
Hopefully.
Well, because that would
Assholes.
were they arresting him for the murders, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that got brought up too.
Yeah. Hopefully.
At
Right.
some point.
At some point, it had to.
Yeah.
Maybe at that time she didn't say anything, but maybe I'm just saying because how would they know about the 11-year-old?
Right.
So
She probably
Yeah,
told
that's
him.
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Clark quickly escalated from pedophilia to talking about how much he would like to kill a girl during sex.
I know what you. I'm sorry. I like the way you said sex. Sex. Dude, it's funny.
He persuaded Bundy to purchase 2 handguns for him, reportedly seeking to fulfill his fantasy of killing a woman during sex and feeling her vaginal contractions during the death spasms.
What the hell?
That's weird.
Yeah. That's
That is
super.
very weird.
Yep. He had like.
Yeah, dark
He
fantasies.
had dark fantasies.
That's dark.
That's very dark.
Yeah, it was a
He-
nut bag.
It was so dark. He would shit on girls' faces
Are you serious?
after the
Yeah, he was into that type of stuff.
Like after or
after
during?
the sex. He would
Like after he killed them and did it, or like they were
No.
still alive?
do it to Bundy apparently.
Is that true, though?
Ooh.
That's what I read somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, we heard.
We gotta have facts.
Like on their face?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I know. What kind of sick
Pretty
shit
dark.
is that, man?
Ew.
Ugh.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's nasty.
Yeah, no.
It's a bunch of
that's
shit.
a bunch of bullshit they was doing.
Yeah, he was a
Really?
sick.
She like sat there and like,
Let him.
ooh, was that part of her dark sexual fantasy too, or what?
I don't
Must have
know.
been.
She's a crazy hoe. Damn.
They're both crazy.
Have you seen
those are the
pictures?
chick.
Have you
Those are
seen
the type
pictures
of,
of her?
no.
She looks like the guy from the Trailer Park Boys. The one with the thick glasses.
She does? Really?
A little bit.
Really? The one with the glasses, his eyes are all huge?
Yeah.
The one that they always do the cat meets with?
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you
Go
serious?
look at a picture of her. Go look at a picture of her.
Let me see.
Go look at a picture of her. And find her with glasses.
What's her? Carol
Bundy.
Bundy. Just M.
You just put Carol Bundy.
Oh, damn. She does. Oh.
But that was sick.
That was sick. Damn. Wow. And her sons this whole time that shit was going on? What was her sons doing?
I don't think they were with her.
They shouldn't have custody
I
of
don't
them?
think so.
Good.
Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't think so because you don't really hear anything
You heard
about
about
them.
them, right? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
That was cool. Ooh.
But he's pretty bad himself. He's into pedophilia and wanting to kill somebody
Yeah.
Yeah.
during sex.
No, it's just reports. I'm not sure if it's real, but if that's real, that's...
One night during June 1980, Clark came home and told Bundy about two teenagers, Gina Morano and Cynthia Chandler, whom he had murdered after picking them up on the Sunset Strip. He had ordered them to perform oral sex on him and then shot them both in the head before taking them to a garage and raping their dead bodies.
So he was into necrophilia.
Necrophilia.
Oh.
It's kind of disgusting. I don't know how anybody would want to do
That's
that.
nasty.
He told one of them, I think it was Gina, to turn around while the other girl was doing her business.
Yeah.
And when she turned around, he shot her. And he shot the other girl.
Oh, so when he told her to turn around,
Yeah,
that's when he shot,
Yeah,
Gina?
yeah.
and then after that, he
He
shot.
shot the Chandler girl.
He had then dumped the bodies near the Ventura Freeway, where they were found the next day. An uneasy Bundy phoned the police admitting to having some knowledge of the murders, but refused to provide any clues as to Clark's identity.
So she was calling the police,
She already started calling the police.
but not admitting anything.
No,
Not yet.
that's still to come.
Yeah.
Bunch of psychos. Clark told Bundy that if either of them were apprehended, he would take the blame in the hope that she would be allowed to go free. Yeah.
How nice. What a guy.
I know. Such a gentleman.
This is
So
such
sweet.
an asshole.
Damn.
Yeah, sure was. 12 days after the initial murders, Clark killed two sex workers, Karen Jones and Nixie Wilson. Like before, Clark lowered them into the car, shot them, and dumped their bodies in plain sight, but not before removing Wilson's head.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
He kept it in the box.
They were like from Arkansas, weren't they?
Yeah.
They just moved to Los Angeles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to prostitute.
It's a long way to do that.
Usually girls go to Hollywood to be an actress.
Yeah.
They went to be hookers or prostitutes.
Clark took the head back home and stored it in the refrigerator. Bundy, upon seeing it, put makeup on it before Clark used it again for another bout of necrophilia. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's gross. But that is gross.
Yeah,
That is gross.
Oh my god.
it's pretty sick.
How can you even get turned on by a severed head?
You're just some
I don't know, man.
That's
crazy
sick.
ass
That's
people,
sick.
man.
It is.
Some sickos, you know? 2 days later, the couple put the freshly cleaned head in a box and dumped it in an alleyway. 3 days later, another victim was found in the woods in the San Fernando Valley. The victim was a runaway named Marnette Comer, who appeared to have been killed 3 weeks earlier, making her Clark's first known victim.
Oh, so she was the first one?
Yeah.
It's always runaways. Well, not always. We can
Most
get
of
that
the
part.
time, they don't know what they're doing.
Like again, back then they used to just run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because they're easily convincible
Yeah.
to just take in.
Meanwhile, Bundy attended country music performances by Jack Murray, her former apartment manager and lover. After one such performance, Bundy conversed with Murray and drunkenly talked about the things she and Clark were doing.
That is stupid.
I know.
Why would you do that? I mean,
I guess they were drunk, or she was drunk.
I mean, they do say that people who are really, really drunk like that,
They have
do-
loose lips.
They have loose lips. Stuff start coming out that you're like, what?
Murray was alarmed and implied that he might tell the police.
Yeah, why would you tell the police?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, why would you tell them you're going to call the police?
Yeah,
I mean,
not very smart.
the chances of you getting hurt too after someone telling you like what they've been doing and killing people.
You're gonna tell them
I'm gonna go call the police right now. But see, it's different now than back then because back then you didn't have a cell phone.
Well,
Just to be like,
Well, yeah, but you still want to keep that to yourself.
well, yeah, you want to keep it to
You don't
yourself. But like, he didn't have a chance to be like, I need to go to the bathroom, and then be
Right.
like, let me call the cops.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, this chick over here is telling me that her and her dude over here.
they're murdering people.
I have their information. I know who they are.
Or he could have done that too.
Yeah, but why tell her?
Maybe he thought just to shut her up, maybe.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah,
And not shut her up like I need you to stop talking about, but like shut her up to see like
so she can
so
stop
she
talking.
won't discuss it anymore.
Yeah, true.
You don't threaten the killer. Oh, I'm gonna call the cops.
And then don't do it.
Then don't do it. Well, don't do it, but then.
I just didn't believe her.
But you know what though?
That's gross.
I'm sorry. I'm surprised this dude didn't even bother putting like, any kind of restraining order against her, considering the fact that she was harassing him still after the fact that he,
Evicted her.
Evicted her. I mean, I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, why
But-
wouldn't you?
Yeah, you get restraining orders around that time too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Was
What? I didn't hear you guys
was the
talk.
restraining orders at that time? Was it happening at that time, or was it later on that they started doing restraining orders against people?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Law
I'm
enforcement.
sure
I'm
there
surprised
was
Michael's on his phone
I'm
looking.
gonna Google that right now. When
sure there was.
did restraining
Yeah.
orders start?
Michael's usually fast at wanting to research.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, my phone. Okay. When did orders begin?
I'm pretty sure they have been on for a while. I really know
It
yet.
doesn't really say, though. That's the thing. They're saying... See, someone here says, I don't believe that restraining orders in the sense of PA existed back in the 1950s. Actually, a lot of the conduct which is illegal today was perfectly legal back in the 50s. Okay, we'll go and see.
But yeah, you think I wouldn't have called the cops, or I would have
I
threatened
wouldn't
to
have
call
threatened
her.
her
Yeah,
either.
don't say that you in front of her face.
I would just left and gone home.
Yeah.
Yep. Play it cool and then leave.
She's obviously not well.
Oh, okay, look, it says here the
the
protection order legislation was first implemented in the 1970s, and by 1989, all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
To prevent this from happening, in August 1980, Bundy lured Murray into his van after a show to have sex. Once they were inside, she shot and decapitated him. Bundy left various clues behind, including show casings in the van. Yep, it's a good way to get caught.
Yep,
She was just.
All the evidence.
Why was she doing that?
because she was drunk and stupid.
Was she? Well,
Because
yeah.
he threatened to call the
Yeah,
cops.
he threatened to call the cops, so she didn't want that to happen.
No, I knew that, but why was she trying to get caught?
No, she was probably stupid because she was drunk.
If you see her, she looks stupid.
That's a nice bit.
Yeah, what do you think?
Just look at her, she looks stupid.
I would agree with him. She deserves that fucking title for being the way she is.
Okay, babe.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she was just probably too.
She
Because she
left
herself hasn't really killed anyone, right?
with him.
Him, yes. She's
Yeah.
just kind of been there to kind of like.
I think she was charged
Help.
with 2 murders.
She was charged with 2 murders, but was this before she killed this guy or after she killed him?
Leave after.
Yeah, probably after.
Okay, so he was probably her first kill, so she probably panicked and just took off.
Apparently, I read that he didn't even want to like
Have sex with her?
have sex with her at that time.
Why did he even
But
go?
she was, I guess, persistent.
No, because you all men think with your all little.
Hey,
things
wait,
down there.
wait!
don't
We're
care.
not all like that, Michelle.
I don't know, Jack Murray.
Nah.
Just saying.
Well, he was weird too.
With just enough alcohol
She
in your
liked-
system. You know
she
what I'm
liked-
saying?
She liked the anal sex.
Yeah.
She was a little kinky.
She
Just a little bit.
And he kept like he kept like getting mad because she kept like shitting on his shag, the rug in his bed.
Really? This guy here? How many times did they have sex? Was this when she was living in the apartment, or was
I
this?
don't know. But I don't know that's real.
But you know what though? Look, all I'm saying also too. I mean, she was real comfortable going and seeing him perform over there. So I mean, who knows if their little thing even ended to begin with?
Right?
That's true.
I mean, for
They
him to
kept
still
on-
wanted to. I mean,
Yeah.
if you cut off a person for so long,
Yeah.
and he's willing to go and have sex with her. That just means that he still had some kind of thing going on with her.
True.
She was sick. She had a sick mind. 2 days later, Bundy bowed to psychological pressure and confessed to her co-workers that she had killed Murray. They called the police and she gave a full confession to her and Clark's crimes.
The pressure got to her.
Okay.
Maybe she had a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So she came in to her friends and the friends called the police.
Hey, her coworkers. That's
Yeah,
to say they were
her
her
co-workers.
coworkers.
Her co-workers, I'm sorry.
Because I would like to think if she had friends,
Imagine
Probably
what they
did.
thought.
Right?
right? Can you imagine though? You've been friends with someone for so long, found out they're getting arrested. You're like, why? What did you
Yeah.
get charged with? And then you start hearing about all the crazy shit they've been
Yeah.
doing. You're like,
Yeah.
I didn't know you.
Hey, she was just confessing to everybody though. She
Yeah.
wasn't drunk then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she wasn't
It's
drunk.
just the pressure got to her.
Yeah.
She wasn't built for that life, I don't think.
And they didn't find the guy for about a week.
Afterwards,
Yeah.
the Clark guy.
Yeah. No, what's his name?
Oh, Murray. Oh, that's right.
What?
I saw the pictures of his body.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
Ooh.
She shot him up.
Oh, just
No.
stabbed him in the back.
She stabbed him
Cut his head off.
Yeah.
with a little knife. Well, not the
Ah,
little
I didn't show the knife.
But his body had swelled up from the heat.
They didn't find him for a week.
Oh.
These two were like animals.
So I say heathen sinners. They're killers.
What's the next topic, Mike?
The next topic is going to be Clark's trial and conviction. After his arrest, the murder weapons were found hidden at Clark's workplace. Somewhere near a boiler, I think.
So he had the murder weapons
As well.
At work.
his work.
He's not guilty.
Idiot.
And Clark was charged with 6 murders. At his trial, Clark acted as his own defense counsel and tried to blame Bundy for everything, claiming he had been manipulated.
Yeah, there's like an interview where he's talking to someone in prison,
Mhm.
and he's blaming her for everything.
Hey, so much for if I get arrested, I'll make sure I
Yeah.
go to jail and you go free.
That's right.
What an asshole, man. Man. Chicken shit
I
right
never
there.
thought about that.
He's all like, I'm not going to give away for that shit. I'm blaming it on her. Wow.
He like blamed her for everything.
And only just so he can be out of jail to still do it. Like,
yeah, what a,
you're still going to be caught either way.
Usually
They're
it
going to be
doesn't
like,
work out.
yeah, because they're going to be like, well, Bundy's in jail, so why are these killings still happening?
What a
Wow,
guy.
what a dumbass.
but in the thing was the video of him in his interview,
Uh-huh.
he was blaming her and Murray. Oh my god. Yeah, he said they were the killers. Dumbass.
They're the killers, but they have my DNA on it.
But they found the DNA in one of the victims.
Oh my god.
DNA and the gun at his place.
At
Yeah.
his workplace, right? They're gonna be like, man, your weapons were at your workplace, bro. They weren't at hers.
But she stuck him in there.
She came in for lunch to have lunch with me and put him in. Where was he working at that time? We know
Yeah.
not at Jurgens because they fired his ass.
Oh, that's right. At a boiler shop.
I'm not sure, somewhere like that.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
said boiler.
That's something about a boiler room or something.
No, yeah, that's the one they were saying that he was working at, but they fired him because of
Well,
his
then I don't know.
absence and.
Yeah, I don't know where he was working at that time.
Well, obviously it's and he had to where he was able to hide things. So
Right.
obviously he had his own little either cubby or his own little office.
In a place, yeah.
The jury did not believe him, and he was sentenced to death in 1983.
I wouldn't believe him
That
either.
was
I wouldn't either.
As of 2021, Clark was still on California's death row. However, some doubt has been cast on the nature of Clark's conviction. I
What?
don't know about that.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Discuss the next one.
Criminologist Christopher Barry D. has contended that Clark could provide alibis for 5 of the 7 murders he was convicted of, and that the presiding judge refused to accept key physical evidence, including a witness and several banking documents that exonerated Clark in Wilson's murder.
What?
But I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of
They
bullshit.
found DNA in the victim.
Yeah.
You can't deny, but he's trying to get out of how many of the murders?
Yeah, 5 to 7. No, 5. Yeah, because he had alibis for 5 of the 7 murders
Oh, so he's trying to say he's only done 2.
that he only did.
Yeah.
Out of the 7 murders, that he only did 5 of them.
Oh.
No. He only did 3 of them because it's 7. No, 2 of them. That's right.
Yeah, 2.
So which means that he was going to take credit for
Just 2.
The 2 of them?
the 2 in the beginning, the 2 teenagers that he committed to?
Yeah, I guess so.
And he's tried to blame the other ones from there on.
Right.
Bundy.
Dumbass.
So stupid. But he told her, right?
Yes.
When he came up. But if I get caught,
I'll take all the blame.
I'm going
I'll take the blame.
Don't worry, babe. I got you. Man.
Stupid ass.
He is big time. What is stupid? You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're a stupid. Oh.
Yeah, we're dumb.
I like Mike's. Yeah, they're idiots. I want you to do one-liners like that. Yeah, they're dumb. I would.
Michael's the one-liner king.
Yeah, Mike.
Bundy's testimony was proven to be highly inconsistent. She claimed at first that Clark had murdered Jane Doe 18 2 weeks before her interview on August 11th, without her involvement or knowledge.
Okay, so now they're saying... Okay, so they're saying that her testimony was inconsistent. Okay, she claimed at first that Clark had murdered Jane Doe 18. Who's Jane Doe 18?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard of Jane Doe.
But when did they interview her? 2 weeks before her interview on August 11th. Oh.
So they're saying that the timeline was wrong.
Yeah, like this criminologist is trying to say that Clark had every reason to kind of blame it on Bundy because he had alibis for 5 of the 7 murders.
Yeah.
And now they're saying that
her testimony was
inconsistent too. And that she at first saying that she didn't have that Clark murdered Jane Doe 18
without her involvement.
2 weeks before her interview on August 11th. But if Jane Doe 18 is Jane Doe 18 supposed to be that Marnette?
No,
see, because it doesn't really.
Google Jane Doe 18.
Because look.
Doug Clark.
Oh. Okay, well look. So obviously, she killed Murray August 9th, 1980.
Oh, but is that the one she's charged with? Because she's charged with 2.
Yeah, she's charged with 2.
He's one of them, I think.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
But they're trying to say like
that she murdered Jane Doe?
Yeah, like she's trying to she was the one who murdered Jane Doe, not Clark.
Oh.
But who's Jane Doe 18? Is it the Marnette dude, girl?
Well, she's not
because I think he killed those 2.
Okay, now do you think maybe it's one of the sex workers then that she killed?
Just like an unidentified person.
Because it says, look, it's 12 days after the initial murders, and I'm guessing that's still teenagers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 days after that, of course they don't have a date on when the teenagers were murdered, just where they found them?
Yeah.
Okay. So we really don't know exactly when they were murdered.
No.
Just when the bodies are found. So basically those are the dates that were given, right?
Yes.
Like whenever, okay.
Yeah.
So from the initial murder date, right, of killing those 2 teenagers, 12 days later... Clark killed 2 sex workers, Karen and Exie, right?
Yeah, those are the ones from Arkansas.
Okay, so...
And he decapitated Wilson, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that's... And then 2 days after that, it's when they ran into Marnette Comer, right? Mm-hmm. So which one are they trying to charge her for? For Marnette? Or one of the sex workers? Because they're saying they're charging that they're trying to say, like, he wasn't the one who did Jane Doe, but she was the one who said it. And then it's saying that she said that 2 weeks before her interview on August 11th, which means it's 2 days after she killed Murray. So who did she kill, though?
I don't know.
It has to be one of the 3, right? Because that's the only ones they talked about. They haven't talked about any other murder victims.
Yeah, she did.
So she had to do one of them.
Yeah.
So I bet
whatever it is the.
I bet it's that Marnette Comer one because she's probably a young teenage runaway.
Or maybe it's
because look.
Do you find anything, Mike?
Maybe it's an unidentified one since she's Jane Doe.
Maybe. Did they say who Jane Doe 18 is?
No. She might just be an unidentified one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be because I'm just trying to do this because and then 2 days later is when they found her, right? Okay, so Marnette was killed, but they said that she appeared to have been killed 3 weeks earlier, making Clark's first known victim. So wait, he killed her first,
yeah,
and then he killed the
Jane Doe.
Yeah. So they have it all backwards then.
Yeah.
So maybe she killed one of the teenagers then. I'm saying teenagers because they're young.
Yeah.
Girls can be petty.
Maybe.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah.
I mean, even they could be petty towards sex workers, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah.
She was the one that she got scared to shoot. They had to do it for her. Remember?
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one? One of the
It
teenagers?
was one of the shows I really watched.
Okay, so his
Right.
his very first victim was that Marnette Karma girl?
I think so.
Okay. But he didn't say anything to her, to Bundy at all?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Okay.
And then Jane Doe 18, she was supposed to kill her, but she got cold feet.
Oh,
He had to do it for
so
her.
he did it.
Remember that
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, it was on the.
I think I remember that one.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
The weird guy.
What? Man.
She just wasn't built for that life.
She wasn't really built for that life, no, obviously. But, I mean,
When she was told that Clark had an alibi for the date, she was allowed to change her story and subsequently provide intricate details on the manner of the murder and location of the body, even though she had initially claimed to know nothing about it.
They were allowing her to change her stories.
I guess so.
I guess.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Well, she was able to prove it by
Oh,
showing where the
true.
bodies are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bundy also alleged that police allowed her to withdraw $3,000 from Murray's bank account, although she claimed the police took the money.
That's stupid.
I know.
Yeah, I don't believe this guy.
He'll be like, let her take $3,000 out, but you're gonna have to give it to us. Because we don't believe none of your bullshit story. But we'll make it to
Yeah,
her.
this guy's an idiot. Clark, you're an idiot.
Very much so.
Now on to Bundy's trial and conviction.
Okay. Bundy was charged with 2 murders. Murray and the unknown victim whose killing she confessed to having been present at. The one
Oh,
in the
the
car.
Jane Doe.
The one in the car.
Yeah, the one in the car.
Jane Doe
I
18.
got that.
Okay, so there's one in the car. But y'all don't have her on here, right? As part of the victim.
No.
So there's an unidentified victim that that I didn't know about.
Yeah, I don't. There's no one knows.
But how did
It's a Jane
how
Doe.
did she die in the car though? Like they just shot her?
He shot her, right?
I'm pretty sure that's how they killed
Yes.
everybody.
Oh.
But why was she charged for it?
She was there.
Yeah.
Because she was there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Dog the Bounty Hunter. That's how he got arrested. He had witnessed a murder happening and he didn't do nothing to stop it. So he was accessory to murder.
Wow.
So that's why he was in jail or prison for so long. It wasn't because he actually did it. It was because he was there and he did nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
Like, even if he didn't know it was going to go down,
Yeah.
but like the moment he saw it, happening,
didn't call
like he
the cops or
didn't
anything.
stop it. He just allowed it to happen. So
I didn't know that.
I'm going to start staying my ass at home from now on. I'm going to still continue to curbside. Screw this world, man. Dang. Can't even. I would just like to know how in the 70s everyone survived. Just hitchhiking with
There were a
whoever.
lot of serial killers.
I know, right?
Especially in California.
They didn't start popping out until when? What, late 70s, early 80s?
Late 70s, 80s, yeah.
Because even when they were going around, even early in the 50s or 60s, it wasn't like
That widespread.
widespread like the way it has been.
They were just... Something was in the water
I know.
at that time.
I told my mom, how the hell did you all survive? Oh my God.
Bundy made a plea bargain and in return for her testimony was sentenced to 50 years to life in prison.
Oh, so she didn't get the death penalty then.
No.
I don't even think they have the death penalty anymore over
Oh.
They don't?
California?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. Or I don't know. I have no idea. Bundy did not testify for the prosecution at Clark's trial, but did testify for the defense, having been granted immunity from prosecution for additional crimes.
That happened to one of Charles Manson's followers.
Uh-huh.
Since she told everything that went down,
She got immunity.
she got off easy. She's one of the ones who actually got out. They cut down her sentence,
Yeah.
and
Just because she
so
helped?
out of the 3 that got arrested,
Oh, yeah.
she was the only one who was able to get out and walk free and just live a normal life. They actually did like a documentary on her in the History Channel
Uh-huh.
when they were talking about it, and she even said that her own daughter joined the. But she didn't go out and do the murders, but
Yeah.
like she was rolled into the whole, like she married one of the guys there and had
Yeah.
a baby, and she was trying to get him out, but
The movement.
Yeah.
It was a cult, right?
it was a cult.
No.
They say that Jared Leto is starting one.
For shitty movies. Shitty Morbius.
The one Vampire
Shitty
Marvel
Joker.
one that I want to watch, they had him do it, and I hear bad things about him.
What?
The Morbius.
Oh, yes.
I want to watch that one, but I heard that it just wasn't.
That's why I haven't watched it. I don't know what. Have you seen it, Ben?
He tried it with DC, and then he went to Marvel.
Yeah,
Obviously,
failed
he
there.
wasn't meant to be a hero of any kind.
Just,
Or
not
supervillain.
even a villain.
Just start being weird in your movies.
The little, what's it called? On HBO Max?
Which one?
The little things? No,
Oh yeah, that one was a good movie.
the little things, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty good.
is it who came out on that? Him and
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto and Denzel.
yeah. See, like if he plays regular Joe Schmoes like that, then yeah, I think he does good. It was hard for me to see him as the Joker too. I was
I
like,
don't like him as the Joker. I don't know.
no one beats Jack Nicholson or Michael Keaton. Just saying.
No, Michelle.
Shouldn't mess with this. Should just kept it
Michelle.
original.
Heath Ledger, Michelle.
Yeah, he was a good one too.
Yes.
He was a good. Oh, but you know who too is Joaquin Phoenix. I saw that movie the other day.
The Joker.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good.
They're doing.
part two.
They're doing a part 2.
All right. I like that.
Kind of.
He's a good Joker.
He is.
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be a Joker from the other Earth, or is it like
I don't know how that works.
I have
wait,
no idea.
is it DC or Marvel that have different Earths?
They
think both.
They kind of both do.
They both do have different,
Yeah.
like where each
Yeah.
superhero is different in each. The one that I really want them to do though is when they become zombies.
Well, there's a cartoon. Marvel Zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
I said on
Is it on HBO Max?
What If?
What if
Alright.
it's on
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
The girls have Disney Plus, so I'm watching Glee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
Well, it's on What If.
What if?
It's a cartoon.
Okay.
Let's get back to
Bundy died in prison from heart failure on December 9th, 2003 at the age of 61.
Good riddance.
Damn. Hey, Clark is still alive, right?
yeah.
I wonder if they ever wrote to each other while they were in prison.
I'm pretty sure.
Even though they turned on each other and was just like, he did this, she did that.
No, I don't know.
I would have been like, I would, but I would have been like, you so fucking bitch.
You told me you would take the blame.
What happened to you're gonna let me be free and you were gonna take the fall? I would have. F you. I'm telling everyone that you did. All right. Let's see how it goes. I would. After you promised me that bullshit and I'm sitting in the cell. But it was her own fault too for confessing.
Yeah.
And that's how it also. I think if
She
she
just
didn't,
couldn't handle the.
yeah, the pressure. And I think, and that kind of tells you that as crazy as she sounded and her dark sexual fantasies that she had with him, she had somewhat of a conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it could have been there a little bit more
Yeah.
to make her a better
It's just-
person. But, I mean,
She made up with the wrong guy.
yeah, that's what it was.
She wasn't built for the life for sure.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Mm.
But who can, though? I mean, you would have to be a really effed up person, too, to actually be able to sit
Yeah.
there and just be like, all right. Like, Natural Born Killers, Juliette Lewis' character, how she just went along with him and all that with the killing spree.
Mhm.
Have you ever seen that one?
My cast.
You seen Natural Born Killers?
A long time ago.
But it's based on what? On anything true events or anything? It's
No.
just like, but I'm saying like in that kind of capacity where she was just going along with him
With
and all
him,
that and
yeah.
just like didn't care.
Yeah.
Like you have to be that much of a fucked up person just to be like, I can
Just to go along with
to
it.
go along with it and just be like, okay, well, whatever.
But then she couldn't handle
She
it.
could have handled it. The most that she ever did, obviously, was just have an affair with married men
Right?
and have weird ass sex. I mean, weird ass sex.
That's gross.
That's like when they talk about the golden showers. Get you. There's a fucking toilet.
I know, that's gross.
It's over there.
If that's true,
Well, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
hoping it's fake. I'm hoping it's
I would
false.
hope so because I would like to hate the thought of an
Wait.
average person.
Shit, on someone else's
Yes,
face.
like laying there. Okay, that's gross. Like
Yeah.
you know.
I hope it's fake or
Oh
false.
God. I hope so too, because
There's some
that's
sick people though.
that's like the sickest I ever heard. Other than having sex with a corpse, but I mean, that's why I kept asking you. I was like, wait, Were they dead when he did it? Or
Yeah,
like they were alive?
they were.
They were dead?
They were
Yeah.
dead too. Well, he would do it in school too.
What do you mean he would do it in
And
school?
those then the guy didn't they say that he would was in college?
He held down someone and shit it on their face?
You guys
think
will
so.
watch the same
I
show
think-
with
I think-
me, guys.
I think so.
He was in college.
I know. I remember the part
And
where
his friends-
he would record
I don't know
it.
if it's a fact.
Yeah, that's what we don't know if it's a fact.
But
Unless he said it himself, right? So
Yeah.
this is going by somebody said this.
That's just like I said. I hope it's false.
I hope so
I
too.
hope it's false.
She never said anything about it herself.
Again, we don't know if it's real. I'm not saying it's real.
Oh yeah, because it didn't come out from neither one of their mouths.
Yeah.
You know, to say like, well, she told me he did this.
I guess it's
with
like
her.
hearsay.
He did this to me. If you want to know how weird he is,
Yeah.
unless she wanted to, but she didn't know how to say it because she didn't want people to look at her like, the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be looking at guys like this.
Keep it up.
I'm gonna be looking at like,
don't think about it.
stay away from me. Wow.
All right. Well, that's the end of this episode.
It was a good case. I enjoyed it.
They're sick people.
Literally, they're really sick, man.
Even without the last part, they were still sick.
Nah, they were.
The guy was real sick.
Yeah.
He was really doing stuff. Though.
Yeah.
Her we don't know about,
Yeah, we don't really know about
but we
her
do
other
about
than-
him.
Yeah, we know a lot about him.
Yep.
He's a liar for one. Damn.
Couple of gross people.
Yep.
Yep.
Sick people.
Yep.
And I just kind of freak out because, I don't know. I would like to think that if I dated someone who started showing weird ass signs like that I would not want to stay just because he's making me feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like half of these girls are doing that
Just to stay.
just to stay because they make him feel a certain way. And it's kind of like, all right, but you know,
Yeah.
also too, he's over here murdering people,
He'll do whatever.
doing whatever he wants, and then, damn, that's crazy.
All right.
All right.
Hope you all enjoyed this episode of the 4 True Crime Idiots podcast. Please rate us on Apple Podcasts and please follow us, the 4 True Crime Idiots podcast, on all our social media platforms. All of the links will be in the description. Until the next episode,
Stay vigilant.
Stay safe.
Beware of your surroundings.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.